Robin, a 34-year-old woman, is the family's unspoken provider. After years of paying their bills, she's finally pushed too far when her parents and siblings demand she pay $18,000 for a family vacation, and then humiliate her by excluding her from Christmas. Heartbroken but clear-eyed, Robin cuts all financial ties, relocates to Denver for a new job, and rebuilds a life rooted in self-respect and peace. When her family collapses without her support, they beg for forgiveness, but Robin stays firm, finally free. 2. Narrative structure beginning. A shocking text uninviting Robin from Christmas exposes deep-rooted family toxicity. Conflict. Flashback reveals financial manipulation, her family's sense of entitlement to Robin's success. Climax. Robin breaks free, selling her house, moving to Denver, and cutting off the money flow. Falling action. Her family's lives spiral downward. Robin builds peace and real relationships. Resolution. They beg for forgiveness. She chooses silence and serenity over reconciliation. 3. Emotional hooks. The betrayal by text moment, instantly relatable digital cruelty. The Hawaii "you're paying for us" reveal, pure shock. The clown emojis, symbol of mockery and dehumanization. Canceling transfers, symbol of liberation and reclaiming power. Final email, emotional test of strength through silence. 4. Viral/relatable elements. Financial toxicity, common, powerful theme. Modern betrayal via group chat/social media, instantly visual. Female empowerment and boundaries, core emotional drive. Emotional justice, viewers love when kindness finds its strength. Transformation arc, from used to self-defined. 5. Weak points, original script, overwritten middle sections, too much explanation, not enough feeling. Family equals one-note villains, lacks subtlety or remorse. Robin's change happens too quickly, should show her inner evolution. Ending could carry a poetic resonance instead of a clean break. 6. Improvement plan. White heavy checkmark. Start with a cinematic emotional hook. White heavy checkmark. Add visual moments and sensory texture. White heavy checkmark. Give Robin quiet, contemplative moments showing transformation. White heavy checkmark. Add nuance, show how money, guilt, and love blur in family dynamics. White heavy checkmark. End with a poetic closure, Robin's peace rather than vengeance. The group chat lit up in pale blue light across Robin's living room. At first, she thought it was just another family update, recipes, plans, a dumb meme from Jake. But then she saw it. "We think it's best for Robin not to come to our Christmas party." Her thumb hovered over the screen. For a moment, she waited for anyone, to object. Nobody did. Jake reacted with a thumbs up. Emma sent a heart. Even Aunt Linda chimed in with a smiling face. It was like watching a slow-motion car crash of her own belonging. Her eyes blurred. "Good," she typed, her hands trembling, "but you won't see me either." Seconds later, 6 clown face emojis appeared. 6. Robin felt the air leave her lungs. The room fell silent except for the dull hum of her refrigerator. In the corner, the Christmas tree she'd set up early, soft lights blinking in warm gold, suddenly felt like an open wound. She didn't cry. She just stared at the screen until her reflection merged with the emojis. Then she left the chat, tossed her phone across the couch, and whispered to no one, "Okay." Message received. Outside, snow started falling, the first of the season. She remembered the last Christmas they'd spent together, her mom laughing while Robin washed the dishes, her siblings scrolling on their phones while she bagged leftovers for everyone to take home. Every memory, she realized, had one common thread: she gave, they took. That night, Robin lay awake staring at the ceiling. Her body was still, but her mind replayed everything that had led here, the dinners, the requests, the guilt-wrapped thank yous. By morning, she wasn't sad anymore. She was clear. A month earlier. The dinner table was dressed for comfort, wine glasses, roast chicken, laughter bouncing off the walls. Robin had walked in feeling proud. She'd just closed a big client at work, bought herself a new dress, something red that made her feel visible. 10 minutes later, she was invisible again. Her mother's voice cut through the chatter. So, we've made an exciting decision. We're all going to Hawaii for Christmas. Applause, laughter, excitement. Then silence, because everyone turned to her. Robin smiled. That sounds amazing. How much should I? Aunt Linda's voice interrupted. Oh, sweetheart. You're not chipping in. You're paying for all of us. The words landed like a slap. $18,000. That's what they'd decided behind her back. Mom nodded like it was nothing. You make good money, honey. You've got plenty saved. It's time you share your blessings. Robin's laughter was hollow. You want me to buy your vacation? Jake snickered. Come on, Robin. You're loaded. Don't be stingy. Her hand hit the table hard. No, she said quietly. Not this time. The room went cold. Forks froze mid-air. Mom's smile faded. Robin, this attitude, it's disappointing. Disappointing, she whispered. For saying no? The silence after that dinner had stretched for a month, until the group chat message. Now, sitting in her apartment, Robin finally saw it. The vacation wasn't just greed. It was a test of control. And she'd failed by daring to keep her own money. 2 weeks after Christmas, Robin got a call from her boss, Richard. Still thinking about that Denver position, he asked. Robin looked at the half-packed boxes around her apartment, the faint outline where family photos had hung. Yeah, she said softly. I think I'm ready. Good, he replied. Because I've been holding it for the right person. When she hung up, the tears came not from sadness, but from release. For years, she'd been building a life that wasn't her own, chained to people who measured love in wire transfers. She called her realtor friend, Marcus. Sell the house, she said. Fast? As fast as you can. By February, the house was gone. So were the automatic payments, to Jake, to Mom, to the mortgage, to Emma's credit cards. Robin sat at her laptop, finger hovering over the cancel transfer button. Click. 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 Each sound was a heartbeat restarting. That night, her phone lit up with missed calls, Mom, Dad, Jake, all of them. She didn't answer. For once, silence was music. Denver was cold and bright, the kind of city where the air felt clean enough to start over. Robin's new office overlooked the mountains, sunlight spilling across her desk as if congratulating her for surviving. She built her team, laughed more, started hiking again. Freedom felt strange, like wearing clothes that finally fit. But freedom has an echo. The calls started again. Her mother, frantic, the mortgage bounced. Jake, my rent's due. Emma, you can't just cut us off. Each voicemail was another ghost refusing to die. She deleted them all. Then one night, her cousin Sarah called. Your parents lost the house. They moved in with Aunt Linda. The boys are working double shifts. Robin looked out at the garden of her new home, the roses she'd planted trembling in the wind. She didn't smile. She didn't gloat. She just whispered, finally. Because it wasn't revenge. It was balance. Months later, an email arrived. From Emma. We were wrong. We miss you. We don't want your money, we just want our sister back. Robin stared at it, her heart tight. For a moment, she imagined replying, hearing her mother's voice again, forgiving them. But then she remembered the clown emojis. The laughter. The way they'd looked at her not as a sister, but a vault. She closed her laptop. That evening, Tom stopped by with takeout. He noticed her silence. You okay? Yeah, she said. Just closing old tabs. Tom smiled, not asking further. He didn't need to. Later, as they ate under the soft Denver night, Robin realized this was what family felt like: quiet, safe, without conditions. Spring came late that year. The roses in Robin's garden bloomed deep red, bold and unapologetic. She spent her mornings watering them before work, her evenings in her pottery studio shaping clay into imperfect bowls. Each one had a tiny crack somewhere. She kept them all. One day, Sarah texted a photo, her parents helping at a local food drive. "Looks like they're doing okay," she wrote. Robin stared at the image for a long time. Then she replied, "I hope they are." She put her phone face down, turned to her garden, and let the sunlight warm her hands. Because sometimes peace doesn't come from closure. It comes from finally choosing yourself. And for the first time, Robin understood, she hadn't lost her family. She had finally found herself. Fade out.